Shifting focus to Kenya, where Kenyan President William Ruto on Wednesday nominated 4 members of the main opposition party to a new broad-based cabinet, and that he promised in response to nationwide protests. The opposition members, including the pick to lead the finance ministry, John Mbadi Ngoongo, are allies of the opposition leader Raila Odinga, whom Ruto defeated in 2022 polls. Kenyan President William Ruto said he would be proposing amendments to anti-corruption and public procurement laws. Well, earlier on Tuesday,
proposing amendments to the Evidence Act and the Criminal Procedure Code, among other necessary legislative amendments to all statutes relating to corruption, to expedite investigations and prosecution of corruption and economic crimes cases, and provide for their conclusion within 6 months.
Earlier on Tuesday, Kenya's police fired tear gas to prevent scuffles between groups of protesters and government supporters in the capital, Nairobi, as youth-led demonstrations against alleged corruption and misgovernance dragged into their 6th week. Protests, which began in opposition to tax hikes and climaxed in the storming of parliament, have continued despite President William Ruto abandoning whopping $2.7 billion finance bill in June. And at the time, he also fired almost all of his cabinet, although he retained many holdovers from the prior administration when he named part of his new lineup last Friday. DD India's Leon Sinyage has sent this report from Kampala.
President Ruto has nominated 10 people to form his new cabinet. These include 4 members of the opposition. The officials will take up positions in the Treasury, Energy, Mining and Cooperatives ministries. The latest nominees form part of a list of 11 named last week. The nominations must be approved by Parliament. President Ruto's decision to make changes and back down from a proposed tax hikes of $2.7 billion was prompted by demonstrations led by young Kenyans demanding for reforms in his government. The protests that started in June have seen more than 50 people lose their lives. Leon Senyange reporting from Kampala, Uganda for DD India.
And still to come on DD India News.